Hey, Chris Cullen back with you on CC's Aquatic Adventures, and we went to the fish store today. We had a little Christmas luncheon with my relatives, my in-laws, and we decided to stop at the fish store, and I got some sailfin mollies, and I told you guys I wanted to start a breeding project with these guys. I already started breeding that tank over there, which is you can barely see it, but come closer, you can see. Those are the layer tail mollies that are in there. Those guys are breeding like crazy. I got some babies. I'm probably going to put some of those stuff on sale eventually. Once I start my website, which is going to be probably starting here soon, but we're going to breed these guys. This is one of my first real projects. I'm going to see if I can get these guys to breed. I got them on a really good deal, $15 for 3 of them. They're breeding, well, there's a breeding threesome, I guess you would say. I really wanted the 2 of these, the ones, this one here, not the marble one, the silver one. I really wanted to get 2 of those, but there was only 1 left, and I wanted to get a couple males and a couple females and a male. So there's 2 females in there, 1 male. So the marble ones are really cool. So we're gonna breed these guys. I'll put them in a tank here soon. Like I said, I don't know if they were completely sure what the price was, because these were in a different tank. They were in like the mixed molly tank, but the regular molly is usually cheaper. But these guys are sail fins, and they're really cool, man. I like the way their fins. If you look at them, they're kind of high. Really cool fish, man. So we're gonna get these guys into quarantine. Usually I quarantine fish for about a month. And we just got the heater going, and I added another filter, and I like to get fresh water in the tank, so we're going to change the water in that tank too and get these guys acclimated and ready to go. So just stay tuned, guys. It's always exciting to get new fish. I wanted to get some red kois, but they told me they won't be available for a while, not to the spring. I'm going to look online, see if we can find some breeding. I definitely want to get some red kois eventually, angelfish. So that'll be the next step, and we'll throw them in the angelfish tank. But these guys are going to be going into the 5-gallon for now, and then once they get acclimated, we'll probably put them in a bigger tank. So let me get the tank ready downstairs, and we'll show you guys them in the tank once they're all ready to go. All right, stand by. So when I'm getting fish ready to go into a tank. Now the tank is still heating up, and I just started the filter. I do want to test the water, so it's gonna be a little bit before I put these fish in the water. So I did fill up this bucket about halfway, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna empty this water out a little bit, just about halfway, and then put the rest of them in that tank there, in the bucket. So I put a colander over the sink so we don't lose the fish. Just cover the drain. And then this is one of my pumps I'm going to use to put in this water so they get some air until I get this tank ready. So I normally don't do it this way, but I want to get these guys out of this ammonia-filled water and put them in this water here. I do want to, like I said, empty about half of that. You don't want to take all the water out because you still want to acclimate them. So you want to get them in the same water, but you also add in fresh water. So you're not completely shocking them with new water. So you just want to take about half of that water out. So hold on one second. I'll show you guys. See, as you can see, I took out about half of the water. So you just want to take this bag and put it directly into the water. If you want, you could acclimate them in there. I will probably acclimate them for about, I don't know, 10 minutes, and then I'll bring this downstairs and I'll get the pump set up, and then we'll eventually add these guys into this water, and then we'll let them sit for a little bit before we put them in the tank. All right, so stand by, guys. Let me get this I'm gonna get this tied up here, and then I'll bring this downstairs, just so they get acclimated to the temperature of the water. Shouldn't take that long because the temperature is pretty much the same in the bag, even though they were in this. And actually, temperatures are much colder in the bag. But we don't want to keep them in the bag too long because of that reason, because of the temperature. But take a little bit to get it up a little bit, and then we're going to add some ammonia, which I got right here. Ammonia, not ammonia remover. Some I like to use. This is prime, so it's ammonia remover. Also, it is stuff you use to use as a dechlorinator. So I like to use it as both. Anyway, so just like I said, I like to put a little bit of water in there because this one is treated, just to get that ammonia out of there, or at least where it's not as bad. So you just want to, it pretty much detoxifies it. So we'll put that in there so it's detoxifies and they're okay for another couple minutes. All right, so let me detoxify this water, get them acclimated, and then we'll put them in put them in the bucket, and then we'll get them in the tank. All right, hang on a second, guys. Okay, guys, we're done in the fish room, and as I said I was going to do, I had a clamp down here, and I put the fish on the side. I acclimated them with this water. I poured a little bit of water every 5 to so minutes. But these guys are ready to be put in this bucket. It's always good to have one of these pumps, especially running into a problem like this where this tank I'm putting them in hasn't been the water hasn't been changed, and I really haven't checked it in a while. So we're just setting up right now. We're running a filter that we had in there. I explained to you guys. Well, actually, we didn't get to that video yet. Actually, yes, in the last video, video 3 of the aquarium maintenance, we showed you guys how to leave a hang-on back filter in the tank just in case you need it. And we do have it. You see it's running right there. Got a bunch of biological filtration in there, and with the ceramic media, and it has mechanical filtration up top with the polyfill. So it's got plenty of beneficial bacteria. I'm also running a sponge filter back there. It's a smaller one. It's actually the same one I'm running in this right here with this pump. It's always good to, if you're going to acclimate fish, to have a pump in the water. If you're doing it this way, I just have a little sponge filter, put it in there so it filters the ammonia out, and also gives them some air to breathe. So we're going to dump this bag into this water. It doesn't stress the fish out when you do it this way. It may take a little longer of a process, but you can see the fish went right in there, and there's no problem. So I just dumped it, emptied the bag in there. You probably can't see them right now, but they're in there. You see 1, 2, 3. So they're good. Let them sit in there for a while. The water's pretty lukewarm. Even if the water does get to about 72, we still got water agitation, so we're good. Okay. I always have extra buckets. This is a bucket I have that I filled. This is one of the buckets I use just to fill water with or whatever. And then I also, when I did a water change in this tank, which is the tank where they're going in, I'm going to be using this siphon here. I don't want to pour all the water in there, just because I don't want the water to be dirty. So I usually put a bucket up high, put this siphon hose into the tank, kind of like a poor man version of Python, but I use this one specifically. And I also, when I do water changes, I use the pump that I have upstairs, which I have to show you guys one day when I do water change. The next water change I do, I'll show you guys. But this is just a small little sponge, a little Python, and I'm changing about, I don't know, I would say about half of the water, maybe a little bit less. But you can see the temperature is way down to 64. So you want to get that temperature up to about 72 or 74. So this water is going to be a little bit lukewarm. So we're going to siphon. As you can see, I ran a siphon. Um, you just take this. I like to do two different things at one time. So we got a clamp here. Take this clamp, put it on the side of the tank so you don't lose the water out of the tank. As you can see, just like that. And I just like to do it this way. I don't like to pour all the water in at once. But we're going to keep an eye on that temperature. As you can see, it's already going up to 80. So hopefully we didn't do too hot. Nah, it should be good. It'll even out eventually. That's what we do. And put water in there. Just make sure you use a lot of your. This is a different bottle. I use this. This is Prime. I got my big bottle of Prime here, and just because I use it so much, I like to use. I put in this little bottle here. Always push them in there. I like to put when you put new water in, just so there's no chemicals going in your water. Any ammonia it'll neutralize or make it where it's not going to hurt the fish that much. So you can see the temperature already going up. It's already almost 70. So we want to get that tank to about 75, 76, especially down here. Temperature down here is 65. So I'm going to make this video quick. So I'm going to pause this, and once I get these guys, once this tank is ready to go, we're going to get these guys in there. But as you can see, it's a process. I also brought down my tester kit, ammonia tester, and my pH tester. Just because I want to test the water, make sure the water that I have these guys going in are good, and it's not going to have any ammonia or any pH discrepancies with the water that they're coming from. Especially since we're changing them 3 different times. All right, so hang on, and we'll get these guys in there, and once they're acclimated and ready to go, we'll take another video. Okay? Stand by. Okay, we're back. It took us a couple minutes. I let these guys acclimate for about an hour. I added some more water. I already put one guy in here. I said I wanted to go and just do another quick video. I wanted to get him in real quick. I figured I'd finish the video. So I checked the water. Water parameters are good, as you can see. No ammonia. And the pH is around 7. So we're good on the water test. I did want to add some more Prime. And then we can get the rest of these guys in here. Now, unfortunately, I had a dead fish upstairs, so we're going to have to get him out and do... actually, I got him out already. We had to do a water change on the tank. Unfortunately, this stuff happens. As you can see, we got both in one shot. Look at that. Look at that. Put them in the tank. Like I said, I got the other filter running. So as you can see, they're in there. And ready to go. So we're going to give these guys, this is their new home. As you can see, it's about 76 degrees in there. This is what the temperature is down here, 76. But we're going to keep them down here and see how they do. I want them to breed, so we're going to keep them in here. Can't really see them that great right now because they're in the back there. Anyway, I knocked some stuff over. Can't really see them that great there. But they're in there. Let's see you see them on this side. Yeah. The one sailfin molly, beautiful fish. Great looking fish. We love mollies. We gotta do something about this plant here, guys. We're gonna be taking this. I noticed the beta isn't here. He's kind of having a hard time swimming around. So these plants have grown like nuts. So we're gonna take some of these plants and we're gonna move them upstairs. My wife made a comment about moving this tank upstairs. We'll think about that. I'm not sure. But anyway, we got to get this plant. You can see how great this plant is growing. It's growing outside the water, and the roots are just nuts. So anyway, it's crazy how that little bowl can make more plants than any of my bigger tanks. So anyway, we got these guys in here. Like I said, we're gonna quarantine these guys. I always quarantine my fish for about, I don't know, a month, and eventually we want to move them to this tank here for breeding. I might set this one up eventually, but this tank was already pretty much ready to go for quarantining. So we might, as we're waiting, set this tank up here. I got some. I could use the filter in this tank. I might move that tank, that top with the light over here, and then just have this tank for these mollies. I want them to breed. I love the sailfin mollies, always have. So we're gonna do the best we can to get these guys to breed. So anyway, that's what we got for today, guys. Like I said, I'm very happy with getting these guys. Got a really good deal on them, $15 for 3 of them, and we're ready to go now. And I actually want to go to another fish store and get more fish. I'm looking for koi angels, so I got some. We're getting back in the business here, guys. Get some fish and get things going. All right, till next time. Remember, if you can't own them, rehome them, and don't be afraid to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what I mean. And yeah. So until next time. Remember, can't own them, rehome them. See you next time, guys. Okay, guys. I mentioned to you guys that we bought some new fish, but we actually ended up buying more fish, or getting more fish. This is a new beta. Unfortunately, the blue one died. He was a little older. He was about 5 years old, and I got more life out of him than I expected. They usually don't last that long, betas. But we did get a lot of life out of him and moved him to plenty of tanks, different tanks. I found him dead in here one morning. So I did also have this tank very planted. It was overplanted. I think he might have got stuck. Maybe. I don't think he did. I think he just died of old age because there was nothing physically wrong with him. So anyway, unfortunately, it happens. Not much you could do about it. But we got a beautiful new one. It's a red one. I took some plants out of there, moved them around different tanks, and of course we have the sailfin mollies in here still. Don't know if you can see them that great. Don't have a light in there, but you can see they're in there messing around. Nice colored. And also we rescued an angelfish. This is one of my friends' angelfish. He's back there. If you could see him, he's quarantining right now. We want to get him eating. He actually wasn't eating for a little bit. Now he's eating. We actually gave him. I brought him some food from his previous owner, so he's eating now. So we got some more fish, guys. Like I said, we're gonna do some breeding here, and I'm just fixing that tank. Doing some breeding, and we're also with these guys. I'm gonna have to move probably the silver one in there, and then maybe having this specific breeding tank. We'll see about that. I'm not sure what we're gonna do about that yet. But the angelfish, we're going to the angelfish tank, and of course we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do with the rest of these fish. But pretty much all these tanks are full right now, and we're gonna be getting we're gonna be moving some fish around. Hopefully, when we get a bigger tank. So I just want to let you guys know that we do have some new fish. New addition to the fish room, and we're very happy. Sailfin mollies, angelfish, and a new beta in his little bowl, and he's eating like crazy. I just fed him some blowworms. All right, guys. Until next time, we'll see you. Remember, if you can't own them, rehome them. See ya.